Hi students, I had already given you the gist of the poem and now I am going to tell you in detail the stanza-wise explanation of the poem No Men Are Foreign. So stanza 1. Remember, no men are strange, no country is foreign. Beneath all uniforms a single body breathes like ours. The land our brothers walk upon is earth like this, in which we all shall lie. So here the poet, very first stanza, the poet speaks about universal brotherhood, the theme, the land our brothers. So it speaks about universal brotherhood. The poet says that remember, no men are strange. There is no such people as strange people or foreigners or like aliens. We should not treat them like aliens. Each one of us has the basic features, the basic things. We breathe the same, we eat the same, we live the same. Beneath all uniforms, all military attires, there is the single body that breathes and that is much similar to ours. The land that we are walking upon is earth itself, and everybody is going to face the eternal end. So you see, nature never makes any differentiation. Stanza 2. They too, aware of sun and air and water, are fed by peaceful harvests, by war's long winter starved. Their hands are ours, and in their lines we read, our labor not different from our own. So the poet is telling they too, they means the foreigners, the people we treat as foreigners, not one among us, also gets sunlight, air and water and all the basic necessities of life. Nature never denies peace and love and equality to anybody. They also are fed by peaceful harvests. The figure of speech I am going to deal later. Harvests here refers to the food that we get by cultivation. So by war's long winter starved, that is during the winter time, the wars that are fought, there is scarcity of food. Their hands are similar to ours, and the labor they do is not different from ours. Stanza 3. Remember, they have eyes like ours that wake or sleep, and strength that can be won by love. In every land is common life that all can recognize and understand. So the poet is highlighting the fact, remember, they also have eyes like ours that wake or sleep. It is similar, the eyes, the hands, the toil we do, and strength that can be won by love. Love is a major weapon. In every land is common life that all can recognize and understand. Everybody can understand and recognize the common life of common man. There is basically no difference. Stanza 4. Let us remember, when we are told to hate our brothers, it is ourselves that we shall dispossess, betray, condemn. Remember, we who take arms against each other. So the poet is telling, whenever we are told, we are brainwashed by people in authority, the warmongers, to hate our brothers, we ourselves should have that sensitivity to understand that it is ourselves that we are disposing, we are betraying, we are suppressing, we are condemning, because this art belongs to us and all the people constitute this art. So whenever we are taking any arms, we are actually fighting with our co-inhabitants of this earth. Stanza 5. It is the human earth that we defile. Our hells of fire and dust outrage the innocence of air that is everywhere our own. Remember, no men are foreign and no country is strange. So while two brave men fights, it is the paradise that burns. It is the human earth that gets polluted with dead bodies and carcasses, and everywhere smoke, dust. Our hells of fire refers to our anger, the wrath, the envy, and the dust of the war outrage the innocence of the air that is everywhere, our own air. Remember, the poet is telling no men are foreign and no countries are strange. Nature never makes any differentiation, and we also should not do that. Literary devices. I always start with the rhyming scheme of the poem. The rhyming scheme of the poem is that it doesn't follow any specific rhyming pattern. It is written in free verse. Alliteration. It is the close repetition of consonant sounds. A single body breathes. Body ba, breathes ba. So you see repetition of ba, ba sound. Or sleep and strength. Sleep sa, strength sa. Metaphor. It is a figure of speech in which a word or phrase is used to describe an object or action through comparison. It is an indirect comparison and implicit comparison. There is no as or like in such comparisons like simile. Beneath all uniforms, here uniforms refers to the militaries of different countries, different color, design, shape and culture. People wearing them are all the
Repetition.
same. Repetition is repeating single words or phrases or even the whole stanza to create a musical effect or to emphasize a point, to draw the reader's attention to a particular point. In this poem, you will get many repetition. The word remember is used 5 times to emphasize the serious message the poem has to convey. The last line of the last stanza, remember, no men are foreign and no countries strange, are repeated, and the first line of the first stanza, remember, no men are strange and no countries foreign, repeated and highlighted to give the main theme